Ozzy Osbourne is gone. But what he leaves behind? It'll echo forever like a guitar amp humming after the final chord. Picture this: Birmingham, late 60s, and 4 working-class kids dreaming of something louder than the grind of industry. Ozzy Osbourne, Tony Iommi, Geezer Butler, Bill Ward. Heavy metal was born. Their debut album, Black Sabbath, was born almost by accident. Recorded in a single day like catching thunder in a bottle, released on Friday the 13th, 1970. The title track starts with church bells tolling, rain falling, and then that riff, so dark it felt cursed. Ozzy's haunted wail turned fear into music, making millions lean in closer to the darkness rather than run from it. Then came Paranoid, 1970, a record that slammed straight into the mainstream. They literally wrote this song in 5 minutes just to fill up the album. But that riff, pure magic. It became their biggest hit ever, and the ultimate anthem for anyone who felt lost in a gray world. Paranoid turned into the soundtrack for the darker side of youth. And Ozzy? He didn't roar about hope. He showed you that you weren't alone in your fear. Songs like Iron Man and War Pigs weren't just rock anthems. They were protest songs drenched in distortion. Not a Marvel hero. This Iron Man is a tragic outsider no one understands. Ozzy's heavy voice, Tony's menacing guitar, it became a metal masterpiece. It went on to inspire generations, from Metallica to Soundgarden. Fun fact, the idea actually came from something Ozzy himself said. He thought the song sounded like a big iron bloke walking. Ozzy didn't sound polished, he sounded possessed. And that's why it worked. The imperfections made it real, raw, human. It wasn't just music for rebels, it was music that explained why you rebelled. They played louder, darker, and stranger than anyone before them. Concerts turned into electric rituals. Crowds felt the bass in their bones and Ozzy's voice in their nightmares. And suddenly, 4 kids from Birmingham had invented a genre, without even meaning to. By 1971's Master of Reality album Sabbath had gone even heavier, inspiring everyone from Metallica to Soundgarden decades later. What started as factory town frustration turned into a global shockwave. Black Sabbath didn't just play heavy music, they made the world realize that darkness could be beautiful. And at the center of it all, Ozzy. Half madman, half messiah, screaming truths no one dared to speak, fired, and reborn, the Blizzard of Ozz. By 1979, the chaos caught up. Sabbath had enough. Ozzy was out. His drinking, drugs, and chaos got him fired from the very band he helped create. For most, that would have been the end. For Ozzy, it was a rebirth. Locked away in a hotel room, depressed and drowning himself in booze, he almost gave up. Then came Randy Rhoads, a young guitar virtuoso whose melodic, neoclassical style lit a new fire in Ozzy. Together, they made the album Blizzard of Ozz. It wasn't just a comeback, it was a statement reinvention. Songs like Crazy Train and Mr. Crowley showed a different Ozzy. Still wild, still unpredictable, but with melodies and hooks that crossed into mainstream rock. Mr. Crowley, church organs meeting heavy metal riffs. A gothic seance turned arena anthem, dripping with dark mystique and occult flair. Blizzard of Ozz didn't just revive Ozzy's career, it helped define what 80s metal would become: theatrical, melodic, and larger than life. From the ashes of Sabbath, the Prince of Darkness rose again. This time on a crazy train that never stopped. Beyond Blizzard, triumph, tragedy, and timeless hits. After Blizzard of Ozz brought him roaring back to life, Ozzy refused to slow down. More albums followed. Diary of a Madman, Bark at the Moon, The Ultimate Sin, No Rest for the Wicked. Each one adding new riffs, new sounds, and new scars to the story.
Mama, I'm coming home.
Even tragedy couldn't stop him. When Randy Rhoads, Ozzy's brilliant young guitarist, died in a plane crash in 1982, many thought it would break him. Instead, Ozzy kept going, driven by grief, madness, and sheer willpower. He released the live album Tribute, showcasing their live performances together from the Blizzard of Ozz and Diary of a Madman tours. Hits kept coming.
I'm just a dreamer.
Songs that filled stadiums, soundtracked road trips, and echoed in headphones late at night. Proof that the Prince of Darkness could speak to every lost soul. Legends he shared the stage with. Ozzy didn't build his legend alone, his collaborations reached beyond metal's borders. He jammed with Slash from Guns N' Roses, trading riffs soaked in blues and whiskey. He shared tender vocals with Elton John on Ordinary Man, showing the softer, wounded heart behind the Prince of Darkness mask.
I don't wanna die an ordinary man.
And there's more. Lemmy from Motorhead co-wrote lyrics. Post Malone brought Ozzy to a whole new generation with Take What You Want.
Say what you want from me, say what you need from me, say what you want to go.
Ozzy never feared sharing the spotlight because true legends don't compete. They create moments that outlive them. MTV The Osbournes. And then came The Osbournes, the chaotic, hilarious, and oddly heartwarming MTV show that changed everything. Premiering in 2002, it turned the Prince of Darkness into everyone's favorite foul-mouthed TV dad. Viewers didn't just see the legendary frontman, they saw Ozzy trying to work the microwave, yelling at the family's army of misbehaving dogs, and mumbling around the Beverly Hills mansion.
Piss! Who pissed on my fucking carpet? That bastard fucking dog, man!
For millions of younger viewers who'd never heard Iron Man or Crazy Train, this was their first real encounter with Ozzy. He wasn't just the heavy metal wild man anymore. He became a pop culture icon, relatable in his confusion and lovable in his vulnerability.
Right.
Come in.
Right. So I'll see you guys in there.
Wait, 2 seconds, just really...
Great.
It wasn't just a TV show, it was a phenomenon. Ratings exploded, MTV won an Emmy, and Ozzy reached an audience that had never stepped into a mosh pit. Suddenly, metal's godfather was also America's unlikeliest sitcom star. And true to form, Ozzy didn't plan it. Chaos found him. And he turned it into gold. The final bow. Black Sabbath's farewell tour with Black Sabbath. Ozzy sold over 75 million albums worldwide. And this July, he gave his final curtain call alongside the band in the very place it all began. On July 5th, 2025, at Villa Park Stadium in Birmingham, England, Ozzy took the stage for one last emotional performance. He delivered a 4-song set with the original Black Sabbath lineup, Tony Iommi, Geezer Butler, and Bill Ward, reuniting for the first time since 2005. The event became a cultural milestone, packing collaborations from Metallica, Guns N' Roses, Pantera, Tool, and Alice in Chains, all honoring the legacy that Sabbath forged. For Ozzy, fighting Parkinson's on stage didn't hold him back. He took in front of a worldwide audience of over 2 million streamers and thanked them all.
Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I love you, we love you.
The performance closed Black Sabbath's final chapter with dignity, gratitude, and a thunderous roar. They closed an era. The Back to the Beginning tour wasn't just Sabbath saying farewell. It was Ozzy's final statement. Bold, defiant, and forever unforgettable. The legacy he leaves: he overdosed, nearly died countless times, was diagnosed with Parkinson's. And even when age and illness tried to silence him, Ozzy wouldn't fade away. He didn't just sing about darkness, he lived in it, survived it, and turned it into something millions could scream along to. And even now, the echo of his voice and the crunch of those riffs keep the fire burning. Because true legends, they never really die. Rest in power, Madman. The world feels quieter without you.